Good afternoon and welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz,
I'm Jan Eric Frank.
and we are live from the Grand Champions Polo Club for the 2024 Limited Edition 8 Goal, where we have this afternoon Amaro Polo going up against Victory Polo Armstrong Farms. And there's a good shot there of Tommy Collingwood wearing the number 4. And looks like Victory Polo Armstrong Farms will be in the white jerseys today. And Amaro Polo will be in their blue jerseys. And, the blue jerseys, of course, I think they're the same setup as they always are. They switching the numbers up on us a little bit. I think maybe are switching them up a little bit on us today. Yeah, it looks like Chris playing the 3, as always, Campson. And... But it looks like Scott playing the number 2 today. Is that you, Scott? Yeah, Scott right there wearing the number 2. And that's going to put Nick at the number 1. And Michael Armour at the number 4. So doing a little switcheroo on the numbers today. And, of course, KK, Chris Campson, will wear the number 3. And Amaro. Very, very strong team playing in the 8-12 all season long here. Very, very successful. Oh, it's going to be Tricky instead of Scott. Okay. So Tricky wearing the number 2, because it looked to me like Nick was wearing the 1, I believe. Tricky wearing the 2 there, Scott. Chris, yeah, there's Tricky right there. Hey, Tricky. Yeah. So they're just getting final words there. Oh, that's Antonio. I didn't say that looked like Antonio. Didn't look like that. So Antonio Gary's wearing the 2. Hey, Antonio, good to see you, buddy. Good luck today. Of course, Antonio Gary will wear the number 2. And Tricky is going to wear the number 1. And Chris will wear the number 3, and Michael Armour will wear the number 4. And I think we got the Amaro team figured out now. And you get Tricky's, Hernandez. Esteban Tricky Hernandez will wear the 1. So good luck, guys. I think you guys got figured out. Is that right, KK? We got Tricky on the number 1. Aguirre on the number 2, Antonio Campson on the number 3, and Michael Armour on the number 4. All right, we do apologize about that here on CTV Sports. A little change in the lineup. And then for Victory Polo, we'll see how they're lining it up. As we had, it was Tiffany wearing the number 1. We'll see if Tiffany's wearing the 1 today. Definitely Dammy's wearing the number 3. Bella Danelli, and that'll put Tommy Collingwood at the 4, and Tiffany at the number 1. Yeah, and I'll put Kevin at the number 2. So, Jan, I think, so I got you all lined up.
I think I'm just going to go through it, Dale. You just give me the nod of approval. Let's start then with Amaro Polo at number 1. Tricky, a.k.a. Esteban Hernandez, the 0-goaler at number 1. Antonio Aguirre, the 2-goaler at number 2. Chris Campson, the 6-goaler at number 3. And Michael Armour at number 4, the 0-goaler. That is the team Amaro in blue. In white, Victory Polo at number 1, Tiffany Armstrong. You can always identify her with her Union Jack saddle blanket. The 0-goaler. At number 2, Kevin Schmeitz, the 0-goaler. And then at number 3, Dami Bellardinelli, the 2-goaler. And Tommy Collingwood, the 5-goaler at number 4. Have I got that right, Dale?
No, Tricky Batus?
Sorry?
I don't know. I have Tricky as Hernandez, but they're saying his last name is Tricky. We got Esteban Tricky Hernandez.
Yeah.
But they're saying his last name is different. So we'll get with our field side correspondent on that just to make sure. as we always like making sure for the fan, of course, not just for the players, but the family members. And but we got it says on our sheet our alternate is Esteban Tricky Hernandez, but okay, but they're saying Matus. Yeah, they're saying Esteban Tricky Matus. So what we'll go and do is get a double check on that, anyways. Going into second Chukker, we'll call him Tricky right now. Okay.
Yeah, let's just call him because he is tricky.
Because he's tricky.
Yeah.
He is tricky, Esteban. So it's definitely Esteban. So, and but we will make sure on that as the names do change and the players do change at times. So live here from the Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 5. This afternoon. So thank you for joining us here on CTV Sport. Limited edition 8 goals, 6 chukkers of polo for you. And this has been a very competitive league. And we've had some other games. We had Raful Polo play. Raful Polo, they played against Victory Polo Armstrong Farm. And Armstrong, Victory Polo Armstrong Farm, very strong. 10-6, they won that game. And then Amaro defeated Pony Express 13-12 in their first game. So both of these teams coming off a win here.
Yep. So this should be an interesting one. Here we go then. Ball's in play. Tommy Collingwood there, the man with the number 4 in his shirt, the highest handicapped or ranked player in that team, Victory Polo Armstrong Farm, against the highest handicap player at Amaro. That's the team in blue with Chris Campson. So I'm pretty sure we'll see those two players going head-to-head throughout this game. Collingwood from the boards, trying to send it into that danger zone. Down comes the hammer. The near side backhand attempt shot there from Bellardinelli. A lot of traffic in front of that goal mouth. And there will have been a whistle, because that goal judge's flag is not being raised. Let's have another look.
What you got there, Jan? Comes across the center here.
Yeah, comes across the center. There's the near side backhand picked up, and a little, a collision there at the front.
Everybody fighting for it.
Yeah.
And is it a neutral ball? Is it a reaching play? Looks like it's going to be called a reach.
Yep.
But kind of a tricky play.
Yep.
As, two players come together. But they're going to call it a reaching, so penalty 5A.
And quickly taken over on the far side then. Remember, in blue, that's Amaro Polo. Nice little touch there by Kevin Schmeitz. And that will go straight through. What a cracking goal. So not wasting any time here. Let's have another look at this again. It all started here with a cheeky little ball. And it was left for the number 4 in blue. And that, of course, Michael Armour.
Wow. Well done, Michael.
Picking up a superb goal.
Great goal for Michael. And, of course, plays a lot of polo with Campson. And father, 9-goal polo player, red armor. So he lives, dreams, sleeps polo. And here's from a true power polo player, his father. I grew up as a kid watching him play. Yeah, kind of one of my mentors as a young lad, as you would say, Jan.
Yes.
At the polo fields. And so it's nice seeing Michael very carrying on the family's name. And I like the way he plays. That's strong. It just shows you right there, power polo. Great goal. Started off.
Well, what's also nice about this game, Dale, is we had one of our polo school, women's polo league ladies playing a little bit earlier on, Ava Hingston. This afternoon now we've got Tiffany Armstrong. And look at that. Goal number 2 here in this game. On the move, once again, the team in blue, left behind. Armstrong overrides, left behind. And then, of course, that is easy pickings here for the player in blue with the number 2, I believe.
I'm going to give that one to...
a tricky, rather.
Agati? Was it... I think it was Antonio.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was Antonio Gary.
Yeah, number 2. They look so similar. Actually, they got dark helmets. Both got black helmets on, playing the 1 and the 2. We'll figure them out, though. On the move, on the far side, is going to be picked up here now by Dammy.
Belladinelli. And just to remind you that, of course, Victory Polo have been given a goal on handicap. They're a total of 7 goals. Amaro Polo, a total of 8 goals. Now then, this young man, Mr. Chris Campson, also from us here at the CTV Sports Studios. Congratulations. Once again, 6 goals. He's been holding that handicap, Dale, for 22 years now.
22 years, huh? Mm-hmm. Wow, but he actually was higher. He was 7.
Okay.
Yeah, he might have even been on, I want to say, I don't know, he might have carried it even 8 for a while, but I know definitely 7. Pretty sure, Chris. So, but yeah.
But very consistent. Very consistent.
Very consistent.
On the move again, the team in blue, and that will be Antonio Aguirre. Aguirre fishes it out of that little crowd. He does well to correct himself, and there is goal number 2.
Yep, Antonio, keep an eye on him. Father, of course, Mariano Aguirre, former 10-goal player, now on 7 goals, and playing in the World Polo League. And so he's another young player that lives, dreams, eats, sleeps polo. And, well, we've had the opportunity here on CTV Sports to watch him grow. And from, what, I guess -1. I don't think he was ever -1. I think he probably woke up as a 0 one day. But he's always been, and just a very, very strong player. Offense, defense, understands the game at a very high level. Again, as a lot of the young players we're seeing, we talk about Artemio Figueres being much older than their age on the polo field, very mature on the polo field. And so it should be fun to watch him go here, picking up his 2nd goal of the day already, making it 3-1. So, like they always do, Amaro with a very strong start.
Courtesy change, 3 goals to 1 as it stands. And, well, Victory Polo, remember on paper, the slightly weaker team. Haven't really seen them getting going yet. Tommy Collingwood and Dammy Belladinelli, that combination is definitely not to be sniffed at. And Tiffany Armstrong, very, very confident. Another one of those very hard workers, likes to get involved, likes to play at the front in the offense, likes to, well, knows when help is needed to go back in defense.
Yeah, it took them a couple chukkers, I guess, to get going. Last game, Yan, their first chukker was a little slow starting, but then they came alive. Kevin, Dammy, and Tommy scoring. And then they had a little lull. And then, but the 5th and 6th, boy, they were strong, scoring over 6 goals in the 5th and 6th chukker in their last game. And you get the offensive attack here, but just off to the outside after our courtesy change. And it looks like the flags are starting to drop a little bit, so the wind slowing down a bit. It was blowing from the northwest, west, that area. Field running east and west here, field 5. Knocking coming. Looks like Campson's going to go ahead and pass the stick to Michael Armour. Looking for Campson. Can't find him. Nice hook in there. Antonio trying to take it out. Now Michael will back that one back across the field. He's going to find Chris Campson. Campson, 1 touch down the center, looking for Tricky. They come together here, turned around by Dammy. Looking for Kevin. Backed up cleanly again. Both teams playing open style. It's going to be picked up and taken forward here now by Antonio Aguirre with Campson in the rumble seat.
Yeah, and he's just going to wait for that ball to come off the boards. Campson, still Chris Campson, expecting a big hit. Yeah, around the outside of... oh, what a great ball, and he picks it up on the near side. Very, very unlucky there by Esteban, a.k.a. Tricky, a.k.a. Hernandez. We still are waiting for confirmation of his last name.
Matus.
Beg your pardon?
Esteban Tricky Hernandez Matus. The man of all names. I like Turkey.
Yeah, me too.
All right, on the knock-in. Here we go. 3-1. One more run here. I like the quick knock-in by Tommy. Might as well use it. Down by 2.
Colin went out to the left-hand side. Yeah, he's got a player there, and that is Tiffany Armstrong. Let's see if she can get behind this. Armstrong, yeah, good first touch. Slightly rolled her wrist, sends it out to the boards. She's got a bit of traffic coming straight away there from Tricky. Ball on the boards. Last few seconds remain. That ball will go over the side boards. And that will bring us to the end of our first Chukker. So 3-0, or rather 3-1 on that handicap. Make sure you join us. We'll be right back for Chukker number 2.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post. Good evening. Welcome back here to our second Chukker of the 2024 limited edition 8-goal, live from the Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 5, and a good shot of our 2 mounted officials, international umpires today, in their yellow and white jerseys. We had a change of possession there, and I don't know if we can get a look at it or not. I wasn't sure who it actually came off of, Yan. On that play, it was an interesting play. Remember the change of possession? It's not the player who hit the ball; it's the player that the ball actually comes off of. So it could be hit by a blue player into a white player's horse and go out of bounds, and the possession goes to the blue. And in this case, it looks like it is going to be in favor of the blue. And when we say the blue, we mean Amaro. You want to go through the teams, Jan?
Yes, I would be delighted to. At number 1, Esteban Tricky. We think it's Hernandez, but we will confirm that. At number 2, Antonio Aguirre. He picked up 2 goals in that first Chukker. At number 3, the 6th goaler, Chris Campson. And at number 4, Michael Armour. 4, Victory Polo Armstrong Farm. They're in the white shirts, led by Tiffany. Armstrong at number 1, Kevin Schmeitz at number 2, and then Dami Bellardinelli, the 2-goaler at number 3, and Tommy Collingwood, the 5-goaler at number 4.
So Tricky Matus. Yeah, I want to thank his beautiful wife for helping us out with that. And that's why we always want to check, because we always like to make sure the families are always happy with the names that we are using here. So thank you very much. And to our field side correspondent, of course, helping us out with that. So Esteban, he's been an alternate on this team, so he knows the team very well. And at the moment, up by 3-1. On the far side, picked up here, taken by Antonio. Guerri already has 2 goals on the day, number 2 in the blue. Turned around, picked up, controlled by Tommy Collingwood, looking for Tiffany. Backed up there by Michael Armour. Turned around and controlled here by Campson. KK, shot on goal, doesn't have the legs. Collingwood's going to escort that one off the field.
Clever play there by Collingwood, because Chris Campson would have gone for another shot had he had the chance. So great defense there by Mr. Collingwood, pushing or letting that ball run over the back line. And that, of course, means that they have possession. So Victory Polo Armstrong Farm. And a powerful shot, once again, looking for Tiffany Armstrong. There she is, the young lady with the Union Jack. Underneath her saddle, picked up on the near side. Oh, he didn't play that well. So once again, over to the number 3, Dami Bellardinelli. He's going to leave that one for Collingwood. He's taking up a big, a bit of a wide berth there. I thought he might go and attempt to go for a cut shot. Didn't quite go the distance, but this shot, I was going to say this might, but a Remington, no doubt, just going out on the far side of that far post.
Yeah, nice position here, too, by Michael Armour to escort that ball off the field. Usually is in perfect position for the Amaro team. Knocking coming, Campson. And, looks like Victory Armstrong shooting that goal here early in the second chukker.
Certainly are. Campson just weighing up his options. Who can he play it to? You can see he wants to unload a pass to someone. Bellardinelli, the first one to the challenge. Well, why not go straight down the middle and straight up the field? Nice pickup, or at least you try to there on the near side. Esteban Matus, and keeps the ball in play, or does he? Well, he tried. Put a bit of an English spin on that ball, and the ball.
Well said. From an Englishman. Sounds more delightful coming out of your mouth.
They'll behave.
You do. And then in with the spin of the ball with an English spirit. Down the center. Oh, this is a pretty pass. And also a misread here. Oh, Tiffany, usually when she gets out front, she's off to the races. A little bit of a broken play, turned in quickly, and the offense is on fire here. And Campson, the Baymare, is going to push Collingwood, but still on the field. Turned around. Look at this. Chris Campson still in control. Now inside the 30. Red zone play. And what a goal, KK.
His second in the afternoon. So we are still waiting for a regular goal out of play from Victory Polo Armstrong Farm. Amaro Polo, at the moment, well, they can do no wrong.
Campson?
That was a goal by
Chris Campson.
Chris Campson, correct.
First of the day.
Beg your pardon, that was his first,
okay.
yes.
Yeah,
my mistake.
Antonio with the couple. So I'll tell you, it's our courtesy change. And, 4 unanswered goals.
Yeah.
So a very strong start here by Amaro. And remember, when they played, we were talking about, we didn't get when they played against Pony Express, 13-12, very high-scoring game.
Yes.
So they are a goal-scoring machine, as you could say. Good offensive attack. And but also the Victory Polo Armstrong Farm team has shown, but like I said, the game that we did against Raful, they were kind of roller coastery. They had like you said, no goals in the first and no goals in the fourth. They had 3 in the second, 1 in the third, but then they cleaned up really well. So they finished very, very strong. And but they got to be careful with this Amaro team. If they get going with knowing that they scored 13 goals in their first game, could be tough catching up. So you don't want to let them get running too far ahead And so we have everybody back after the courtesy change out the back door. It's going to be Antonio.
Yeah, and he'll run with this one. Antonio Aguirre. Look at that. Composure, the control, the cut shot. And very, very unlucky. Very unlucky there.
Yeah, he's fun to watch. Mounted very well when he gets out in front. He's a shooter. So let's see. It looks like a little team play going on here. Little dead ball coaching play. We'll see what they decide to do. And it looks like, well, they said go with it, Tommy.
That's exactly what he's doing. Collingwood down the boards. Well done. Can he get around the outside of Campson? And unlucky there that ball just bounced over the sideboard. So we will have a change of possession. It would have been nice to have seen Campson and Collingwood go head to head.
Yeah, that would have been a lot of fun. We're probably going to see that before the end of the day. But it looked like they were chatting it out, and then they broke. Kevin went left and Dammy went right, and then Tommy just dropped his shoulders and took off. One touch. Antonio now.
Yeah, Brawl pulls it out to the left-hand side, wants to avoid the hook from Collingwood, who pushes him further into that corner. Great ball control and a nice little backhand on the near side there by Aguirre, looking for Campson. Yeah, he was, I think, a bit stunned by that superb play. So once again, superb polo here by Antonio Aguirre. On the boards, Tommy Collingwood sends it across the field, looking for and finding Dami Bellardinelli. But Esteban Matus coming back, not able to stop him in his tracks. Bellardinelli has to give up that possession, or does he? Well, yeah, it looks like the Blues have it. Amaro Polo on the move. Hard bump and a hard ride off again, the number 2 and the number 4. So that was Antonio Aguirre against Tommy Collingwood. Picked up now by Campson. Gets it back over the halfway line. Campson, very much within shooting distance here. Still Campson. Within the 60, within the 40. Everybody now coming onto that ball. In comes Armstrong, and we will have a whistle.
Check the time and see if we're within the 30 seconds here. Campson takes it from the right to the left here. Getting pressed now by Dammy. Well done on the ride off. They come together there. And that's we'll see what the umpires work out. And I believe that's going to be the end of the Chukker. Yeah, no, still got time. 41 on the clock. Okay, so riding in to the back shot will be the call. Remember that call? 2 players overlapped. Is the mount in motion once the player gets there, or the player's already overlapped before the mount's in motion? And that was kind of a simultaneous type play where the player's coming in there. So Antonio going for the ride off as Collingwood is trying to make the back shot. And good sportsmanship there by Collingwood. Not to follow through. But they are going to call riding in to the stroke. And we'll have a penalty 5B. Tommy. Down the center he goes with it. And I don't think anybody home with a white jersey. Oh, trouble. Shot on goal. Well done, Dammy. That's good thinking right there. Just bad luck there by KK. Campson going for the back shot. And Belladinelli, sorry. Denelli. Dammy. That's going to end our Chukker, and I'll work on Dammy's name again. But a nice goal there by the number 3.
Just call him Pete.
Yeah, we'll call him. We'll be right back. Sorry, Dammy. if you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chuckers and Cocktails, because this is a fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxing, chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day. Okay, welcome back, and a great goal by Bella Darnelli. Dammy, and a great goal by Dammy. Actually, I like the thought process there, Yan, because Camps was in front of him, and instead of dribbling the ball, he just took one shot to finish, and they needed that goal, because that was the first goal from the field that they've had and kind of get the gates going, and so well done. That's a good breath of fresh air by Dammy, and that'll put them back in the center and see if they can get that offensive attack going.
Well, they could do with a few more goals at the moment. Remember, they were given that goal on handicap. The goal coming in from Bellardinelli in that second Chukker. But let's not take away Antonio Gary picking up 2 in the first, Michael Armour 1 in the first, and also Chris Campson 1 in the second. At the moment, they are in a very comfortable position with a little cushion of 2 goals. And but as you said, Dale, Victory Polo, Armstrong Farm, you know, they do blossom and they do come alive throughout all of the games that they've played. Once again here, a nice pass over that halfway line. This is very clever polo. Down comes the hammer. Picked up now nearly by Schmeitz. He was right there in the thick of it. But Campson trying to find a gap and how to get past that first defender from Victory Polo. Campson, that was, of course, the number 3. That was Dami Bellardinelli. So Campson has found a little gap. And he's also found Michael Armour. And here we go, the 2 blues now. He said, you have it, you take it away. Campson, first touch, solid. The second touch, also solid. And that's what Chris Campson is known for.
Yeah, another power polo play here by the Amaro team. And once they get moving, actually 2 players to runner, Michael and Chris. Michael said, go with it. Kevin trying to get the hook. Campson gets out in front of him and gets the high flag to earn one back. And keep the roll going here, making it 5-2 here in the third.
So, Campson picking up, as you said, his second. Just under 6 minutes remaining here in the first half. And despite the fact that that was a very good goal, it's still a little bit too thin on the ground here for Victory Polo Armstrong Farm. I'm sure they'll have plenty to discuss and talk about in the up-and-coming half-time break. Armstrong, she's had a couple of beautiful passes played to her. And looks like here the second man coming down the line was the man who got fouled. Let's have another look at this exact play.
Well, the ball goes down the road, down the center. Everybody's kind of moving around. Nice back shot there by Michael. Great ride-off. And Tiffany's going to back it just enough where they're going to catch one of the blue players coming in between, so fouling the second man. So when Tiffany makes that ride off there, Chris going to get caught. I think it was Dammy coming in behind there. So Bellardinelli just closing the gap and making sure that's the biggest thing they're looking for there, is making sure that they get him, that the gap is actually closed, because if a player gets in there quick enough, then they won't blow that play. But they definitely get in there, so they get the right-of-way violation. Now they're off over there by the boards, so they'll bring that one back over. I think they're inside the 60, so they are going to get a penalty 4 out of it and an opportunity. And it will be Collingwood to do the honors here on the 60-yard penalty 4. Kind of loose there off to the side. And on the knock-in, it'll be picked up and taken forward here by Michael Armour. Not going to waste any time turning in the corner. I like Campson changing it up a bit, letting Michael take the knock-ins, putting him on the field. Different look for the opposing teams as Chris will rotate around and give Michael to rotate. And Michael's going to pick up his own ball right here and a right-of-way violation as we have a white player coming from left to right across the field. Michael following his own shot. Then they'll bring that ball another 80 yards down the field to center for penalty 5B. And now Campson will take over, and we'll see if they keep the ball with Michael or if Chris goes back. Maybe Chris going to go for it here. Campson with the 5B.
Looks like we've got a bit of debris on the field there, which a good call there by Campson to notify the umpires, who will obviously rid the field of any debris that shouldn't be there. Could be a potential hazard for both the four-legged and the two-legged athletes. So here we go then, from the center, 5B for Amaro Polo, and it'll be Mr. Chris Campson. Play that slightly out to the right-hand side. The pickup nearly perfect by Michael Armour. And this should be a very open shut case. It is indeed.
Well done, Antonio.
Antonio Gary picking up his third goal of the afternoon.
Yeah, so it starts with Campson, sends Michael forward. They all get down the side there. And Antonio just steals that one away and finishes there with a nice little tap shot. So good steal, better goal. Back to the center we go. And Amaro still keeping it going here. Outscoring victory Polo Armstrong 2-0 here in the third.
Left behind now for the number 4, Tommy Collingwood. And he will send that straight towards that goal mouth. Campson read it coming, felt it coming, came back in defense. Now let's see what Bellardinelli can do here. He might just pick this ball up. He does. But look at that, 3-man line of defense here. And this is a nice little break. Now then, Antonio Aguirre. It won't quite be a coast-to-coast, but it'll be definitely a long run. Antonio Aguirre, nice and calm, composed. Oh, unlucky bouncing ball. But he had Campson, who came back with him, and Campson can drop from anywhere. He overrides, leaves behind. Armstrong was going to get onto that right-of-way, but they're going to leave it for Tommy Collingwood. Campson. Yeah, steals it back, does a very good job, and that could be a nice little play for Esteban Matuse. But another whistle will stop the action.
Let's see if they get a whistle here. They go into the Kersey change, turned around by Chris. Back shot, quick line change, and right there, just a lesser angle.
Yeah.
As Collingwood's going to get on it and catch the number 2. Quick line change. And one of those complete lesser angle because 2 players very, very close on that one, on the angle. But a good call. Looks like we have a pretty quick Kersey change. We got all players down in the west end zone. Most of the teams, both teams here on field 5. Of course, on the other side of the hedge there, you have field 1. If you are planning to come out to one of the games, we just had the the draw for the Triple Crown.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah. Finals, too, also, of the Palm Beach Open this Sunday.
This Sunday, yeah. Very much looking forward to that. Defending champions.
Yeah, we saw Grant Gansey, who was here in the studios today, and he said Casablanca's ready to go. Both teams ready to go. Both very, very strong teams. Travieso and Casablanca very evenly matched. Same style of play, some similar styles. Both teams play. On the penalty 5, a huge ball here by Collingwood, but nobody home, and they'll be picked up and turned around here by Esteban.
Matus leaves it now for Antonio Aguirre. He's got Campson behind him. There he is. Campson will pick it up as Antonio will take Dami Ballardinelli out of the equation. Nice ball, ideally. Of course, you want to pick these up on your stick side. Oh, and he nearly got there, Michael Armour. But Victory Polo, Armstrong Farm have it again. Collingwood out to the left-hand side. Sent straight back by Amaro Polo. We will have... Oh, no, we won't. We thought we were going to have a whistle there. They're going to continue play. Yeah, well picked up and well corrected. And Campson, well, look at that, Campson. But it all started just a few moments before. I wasn't 100% sure. But when there was that non-call, it was clear to me that this play is far from over.
Yeah, Chris coming in from left to right here. Actually, a bit of a miss hit there. He leans way back, but he's got the long arms and that wing spread, and he just leans out. And then another nice finish there. And look at this. Amaro. Just keeping it moving here. 3 unanswered goals in the third.
Similar to the first Chukker. 3 unanswered goals, except for the goal on handicap. But very similar picture here.
You got to be careful.
And that's Mr. Collingwood over on the far side, trying to get the ball away from the boards. Now then. Amaro could run, but yeah, inevitably there was a whistle on that play.
Gotta stop the clock at 41 seconds. And we will see what they decide on this one. They're going to drop the ball from center. And Collingwood's going to turn one around. Dammy's going to fall into the rumble seat there, and then he can have a reaching call. So penalty 5B. This will be a good opportunity here for the Victory Armstrong team. And that ball's going to trickle across the end line, and that should end it right there, I would think. So you'll probably see Campson manage the clock here. And then have the opportunity to have a knock-in to start the second half. And, yeah, he's going to do that. So that will end our first half of Polo here in our 2024 limited edition 8-goal. And a very good half by the Amaro Polo team. Very strong. And so that will end it right there. So stay with us as we'll be back for our second half.
Playing in a dedicated women's polo league is great for progressing your polo. It's great for us to play together as women, to have a chance to take to the field with some of the best polo players in the world. It's helping us come together, improve our polo and keep up playing a regular high level of polo.
Like, I'm learning so much. I am shadowing some of the best women players in the sport, and it's just been an incredible journey, really.
I have played at Santa Rita before and I love it here. It's a fantastic club. They do so much for not only just polo but women's polo, so we're very excited to be here, and huge thanks to Melissa and Mark for having us.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post. If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chukker the Cocktail, because this is the fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxing, chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day. Okay, welcome back, everybody, to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz.
Yeah, and Eric Frank on a beautiful, beautiful Thursday evening. Is it today?
Yeah, beautiful afternoon. And we've had a couple different 8-goal tournaments going on for you today here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. And so it's been, oh, there you go. There's some good coaches. Red Armor, Michael's father. And I thought he's been doing some coaching the Amaro team. And Chris Campson, number 3, Michael, number 4, and Red going through some discussions with the team there. And a great start here, Yan. Well, we got Amaro with Esteban Matus playing the number 1, and Antonio Aguirre playing the number 2, and Tricky. He's an A-rated player. Antonio, 2 goals. Chris Campson playing number 3 on 6, and then Michael Armour, A-rated. So they are an 8-goal team against Victory Polo Armstrong Farms. And they have Tiffany Armstrong playing the 1. She's A-rated. Kevin Schmeitz playing the number 2. He's also an A-rated player. And then Dami Belladanelli playing the number 3 on 2 goals. And then Tommy Collinwood, 5 goals, playing the number 4. They're a 7-goal team. They received 1 goal in handicap and 3 unanswered goals in the first Chukker, so 3-1. And then 1-1 in the second, so 4-2. And then 3 more unanswered goals in the third, making it 7-2.
Mm-hmm.
So Amaro
on a cruise.
Yeah, very strong right now and on track. They scored 13 goals in their first game, Amaro, against Pony Express. Very tight game, 13-12. And they're on track again. As we say, that 13 goals, anything right around there, your offensive attack is working very well, and they are already in line. The second game of the limited edition was Raful Polo against Victory Polo Armstrong Farms. And Raful with Raful Santos Bellini, Martin Fachavalent, and Juan Bellini Sr. And they got beat 10-6. So very strong game by Victory Armstrong. And but like I said, second half team, because in that game, Yan, they actually, it was 4-4. It was 4-3 at halftime, and then they ended up scoring 6 goals in the second half.
Wow,
so
yeah.
they were a second half team. They're going to need that today against this Amaro team.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what Amaro knew coming into this game, while they stacked up those goals.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. They'll start strong, and whatever they do in the second half, be it strategy or horses, or however they line it out, they and they didn't. They only scored one of those 6 goals from 1 penalty. Otherwise, everything else was from the field. So here we go. We're going to start out with a control play for Amaro and second half action.
And let's see if, as you said, Victory Polo Armstrong Farms can turn this around. Campson coming back as the defender. Turned around quickly here by Esteban Matus. Sends it back upfield. Campson, he's going to run this one himself, I fear, Dale. Still Campson. He has a player on his hip there. Near side backhand shot. There now it works. Campson will send it back. Left behind for Collingwood. But Campson just getting there a little bit quicker. Gets it off the boards. Extended. Oh, what a nice little touch by Antonio Aguirre.
Yep, Antonio always in the right place at the right time, picking up goal number 4. Campson plays a lot with Antonio. He's going to lay this ball up in there, and you notice how Antonio had his man on his hip early, pushes him wide, and then that gives Campson the opportunity to hit between the near post and Antonio leaves his man and finishes with the next shot.
So 8-2. They are continuing to do exactly what they did in the first half. Aguirre will leave this one for Campson. Campson will take it out towards the midfield area, yeah, where there's nobody at home. First man will be Collingwood, but again, you see, wasn't much in it, and two of those players from Amaro would have been on the ball. Now then, Collingwood doing the same kind of play, plays it into the open space, gets it over the halfway line. Oh, what a time to lose your mallet head. He would have been straight to goal. In comes Tiffany Armstrong, but again, Matus beating everybody before it. Turned around with the number 3 now, Dami Belladinelli. Attempted hook.
Oh man, I was going to say, good play by Collingwood to turn that ball to the inside with the handle to give himself the right of way, and but they just couldn't finish.
As the sun is getting deeper and deeper, here we go. Then Amaro, and again, this young man for me, one of the strongest out there. Look at that, with how much intelligence he's playing now. He's just sticking balling, taking that ball up. Yeah, that would have been a nice run to goal. Turned again by Belladinelli, but will he get past Michael Armour? Well, Michael got a piece of it, extended by Campson. Feeds it nicely to Aguirre, who's appealing to the umpire. But no whistle on that play. Little tail shot. Amaro still have control, just allowing Victory Polo, well, to make the errors that they're making in their passing. And this, of course, even, well, not even, but especially at this level. And we've seen, as you mentioned it earlier, Dale, the one-touch polo, the passing has been so precise and so on point. And if you can't get that working for you, well, the chances are you're going to end up with broken or loose plays. And even at this level, we know that from the 26th goal, a broken play can very often result in getting a goal against you. Turned once again. Campson now going back as the defender that he has to be. Collingwood round the outside. Now then, 5 goals versus 6 goals. Tommy Collingwood. You can see Campson just biding his time, waiting for the opportune moment to put his stick down. He's done enough. Aguirre will pick it up, and he just has, well, I say just, he has to deal with Armstrong. And she is a very strong rider. I mean, I was saying to you, Dale, the way they played at the Women's Polo League, the Polo School yesterday, very, very strong, and also very self-critical. When she makes a mistake, she wants to know why, and she wants to improve that. So very solid. So after a good 3 minutes run, we will have a courtesy change number 4.
Yeah, very clean start to the second half. And a good shot there, Kevin Schmeitz, Mr. Victory Polo, and of course Armstrong. Tiffany Armstrong Polo, and that's where you get the Victory Polo Armstrong Farm team. And both mounted very well too, Kevin and Tiffany. Like Tiffany's horses seem to get along with all of her horses very, very well, and always making positive plays, as you were talking about. Oh. But at the moment, just good polo here by the Amaro team.
And consistent.
Very consistent, yeah. Esteban doing a good job in front, which is giving Antonio time to do what he does well. And he has 4 goals on the day. Campson, of course, and Michael play a lot of polo. And you can see Red Armor, Michael's father, right there coaching, talking to them. There's a good shot of Tricky. And but they don't seem to be making many mistakes.
No.
Only 1 penalty, 4 given to the Victory Polo team. So 1 foul committed in the first half, goal shot penalty, and then on the other side, good job by Victory and Armstrong. They haven't fouled. They didn't give them any. goal shot penalties. A couple 5Bs, but otherwise a very clean polo match we're seeing here in the limited edition 8-goal. And I got to say, overall, this season has been higher level on the offense and defensive play by all the teams, from 6 to 26 goals on, I mean, like I said, we've had a couple games where we had maybe a chukker where teams have gotten a little loose, but most of the time they've been keeping teams off the penalty line. You see a lot of 5As, 5Bs, but that doesn't hurt you that bad. The possession does, but not the goal shot penalties. 5A, and once again, they're letting Michael take them, and it's working because he's going to find Chris Campson. Nobody home on the pass, turned around and controlled by Collingwood.
Yeah, the man who I think he was intending for that ball to go to was Aguirre. Just a little bit too steep. That ball couldn't do anything with it. Armstrong, Tiffany, well done, Tiff. And that's more the Tiffany Armstrong that we've seen. Little cut shot, well done, Tiffany Armstrong.
Yes, sir, you said it. Perfectly set up. It'll start with Collingwood. Tommy's going to find Tiffany. Dammy's going to rotate in behind. Kevin's just going to slow up there a little bit and to not block the goal mouth and let Michael go and just kind of try to save it. But because if Kevin stays in there riding Michael off, then it makes it tougher for Tiffany to shoot. So good thought process there by Kevin Schmeitz. They're going to win the bowl in here, and this is what they need. They need a little run here in the fourth to kind of get them back in line. Dammy, good ride off.
Yeah, Campson very quick to go back, and there's the backhand to clear the ball. Now, who can turn first? Aguirre turns. He's going to be beaten to it, though, by man with the number 4. 5 goal at Tommy Collingwood again. Now, remember, he could shoot, and that's what he's going to try and do here. Tiffany at the front door. Well, she's tasted blood. She wouldn't mind having another go at this. Didn't quite get on that one. The angle just a bit too steep. But I'm really happy for Tiffany Armstrong, for her to pick up what was a really clever goal. And I like the way that she just raised her hand there with joy. So well done you, Tiffany.
Yeah, she got to keep it going now. They got to keep that same rhythm. Michael.
Knock in.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Coming down the line. There he is with the number 2. Kevin Schmeitz. Oh, unlucky. Oh, but the finishing touch, well done, Dami Bellardinelli.
Yeah, Dammy, and I think he's going to be okay there. Is he going to see if he crossed over or not? And that's what I'm wondering, because it comes off the post. Let's keep an eye on it. Comes off the post.
Yeah.
And, yeah, see, so it's kind of...
Yeah, good spot. Good call.
Yeah, and I think we'll see. Let's see what happens here. Now they're giving a flag. So we'll get with our check here. They are using triggers here. All right, just going to be Chukker. So we'll let them work it out, and we'll get a read on this one. That is going to be our Chukker. We'll be right back.
Becky Schmeitz. I play for Victory Polo. And I think for me, I was a rider first, and then I learned how to play polo. But what helped me the most was I really immersed myself into it. So my first year I started playing, I really just tried to play every chukker I could. I never turned down a chukker. I'm extremely hard to find a horse for because I'm very, very picky. And I've always thought that the horse really picks you as a person. What I love about Grand Champions is it allows me just to focus on polo. I am very challenged by the polo that I'm playing, and I have not just one coach out there, but everyone on the field is coaching me. The dynamic that you are on a different team every week is a really good mental mental strategy for learning the game, because every pro is different. Every pro has a different approach, a different style, and it makes you communicate. But I also feel like my polo's just gotten better. I would say most definitely what I love about the Santa Rita fields are that there's a lot of them and they're very safe. And so I don't have to navigate as much when I'm going to goal. And so then it just keeps me focused on myself, and I feel a little more confident playing. And it's a beautiful location, and the staff and team here is amazing.
Okay, a lot of action in the end of the Chukker, so goal counted. And so here we go. You can either go the one there, but actually the ball came off the post, but the blue did not get 100% on the line, and he made contact behind the saddle when Belladinelli hit that ball through the goal. So continuation play, you can go with the goal first and then the uneven write-off, so penalty 5B from the center. And so the goal will count for Dammy, and that'll make it 8-4. So a huge goal there, Yan, at the end of the fourth. And look at this, though. Amaro picking up again after the 5B. They always just shake it off no matter what happens, and it's going to be Michael still working it down.
Oh, nice little open backhand. Comes off the pony of the number 2 in white of Kevin Schmeitz.
So that's pretty similar to what we saw earlier today. You go. Not really a foul to save the game. I guess you could foul to save because the actual goal gets played, but you do have the contact after the goal scored, so you can count the goal, and then you can give the uneven write-off in the center of the field, which you could adjust that even more if you wanted to, and that's where that could come into play. Instead of doing the one where it's a 5B, you could actually call it to be a 4 on the other side if it was really dead. But 5B was perfect, so a good call by the Mount officials, and back to the action.
And back to Mr. Tommy Collingwood, who, still has a little bit of work to do here. Over the halfway line he goes. In comes to number 3, Bellardinelli. A little deflection. He's going to get another piece. Will cut across in front of Aguirre. Risky move. But if he can finish this on the near side, it will have paid dividend. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky indeed, but a great little run there by Dammy Bellardinelli. On the move then, Campson and Collingwood. Nicely done. Still Campson on the near side. He's going to have to take the man first. Yeah, that was inevitable. And the first player to pick it up was Tiffany Armstrong. Now for the number 3, Dammy Bellardinelli. But again, you see there's no getting past or through Antonio Aguirre. Here we go again. Collingwood out to the left-hand side. Hasn't really got a lot of options to play to anyone because that player in midfield is surrounded by defenders of Amaro. So he decided to go for it himself. Nice little touch by Aguirre. A little too late there for Armstrong. Now Aguirre's appealing. That should have been my line. Umpire's clearly not quite agreeing with him, but he's got the ball nonetheless. The backhander from Collingwood. Looking for a white shirt. Sent out to the boards by Michael Armour. And he's not only sent it to the boards, he's found Antonio Aguirre. Aguirre has no choice, but he's going to have to work this one and run it all by himself. Still, Antonio plays it out to the boards. Just to drag 2 of those attacking, or rather defending players of Victory Polo, Armstrong Farmers with him. Left once again for Aguirre. He's just going to wait for Campson to tuck in behind. He does, and nearly had the ball stolen off him. Still Campson, riding off his own man. In comes the number 4, Michael Armour, and Michael will make no mistake.
Yeah, there you go. Mixing it up well. And Michael will get his second goal today. Now all they need is Tricky, and they'll be mixing it up perfectly. just kind of gets through here. They come together right there. Michael just going to fall right in behind everybody. And I did get word that it was a 1.
Oh, it was a 1.
Yeah, it was a 1. So they had 1 that happened at the end of the 4th, and they continue the play at the center of the field to start the 5th. So there you go, 9-4 with our as we go into our courtesy change. Well, 5 goals down, Chukker and a half left. Still got time. And just want to get it, 3:51 on the clock there. On the field anyways. So I get that organized. And everybody on fresh. Well, he's there. Tricky guy's always got a smile on his face. He's having some fun. Matus. Esteban. And back to the center of the field here. So, this is where the Victory Pole team has been very strong in the 5th and 6th. So if they were going to bring that Victory Armstrong energy, this is where they want to bring it. So let's see if they can finish where they left off in their last game. Because it's perfect time if you do the math. It's exactly what they want. But remember, this Amaro team, they've done very well in the 5th and 6th also. They need some possessions here. Every possession is big. And this first possession is going to be picked up by Amaro. It's going to be Antonio, leaves it for Campson.
And Campson will drill that ball up to the front door. He's looking for Matus. Would have been a clever little play, but it's going to be Collingwood to turn things around on the doorstep of his own goal. Hammers another long ball downfield. Now then, he'll be looking for Kevin Schmeitz. There he is over on the far side of your screen. Campson having to come back and pick up the ball, but he's got Belladinelli. Oh, Belladinelli. He's had a similar situation like this before. Dami Belladinelli. Saved on the... No, it went through. It went through. I was going to say.
Great sportsmanship there by Campson. And another nice little lob wedge by Dami. He's going to... Dami doing well shooting a goal here. Again, not rushing. And just laying it up in there. And as I said, Chris looked like from another angle he saved it, but you can see that ball was over the end line, helping the goal judge out. And Dami picking up his second of the day. I guess you could say third, as he did get the penalty 1 in the 4th. And that's what they need. So that'll make it 10-5.
And on the move they go again. Here we go then. Ball in play. Picked up by Antonio. Antonio Aguirre working it nicely. Now, still Antonio caught between that combination of 7 goals. Belladinelli and Tommy Collingwood. And that was just one too many players for Aguirre. But he fights and he works for it on the handlebars. But managed to stay in the saddle. Well done, Antonio. Nice long ball. Campson will be the first man to it. Clears it. And just goes wide. Knocking. Very quickly taken here by the number 3, by Chris Campson. Powerful shot up the field. I think he's found Esteban. Yeah, Matus. Collingwood wants to turn it around. Aguirre must allow, and he does, a little bit of space to make that play. Under the neck, but he can't seem to shake off. He can't seem to shake Aguirre. Aguirre, great stick work. Leaves it now for Campson. Careful, guys. You don't want to get caught in a sandwich. So on the move again, Aguirre. Little turnaround. Little turnaround here. Aguirre. Oh, rather nasty bump there, but all within the bounds of legality. And turned around. Backhand shot. Picked up by Aguirre once more. And left for Collingwood. Now then, what's he got up his sleeve? Takes the pressure and the pace out of the game a little bit. There's the long ball, and it's got Tiffany Armstrong's name written all over it. Well done, Tiffany. Good second touch. A little bit unlucky there. Aguirre trying to control it up against Kevin Schmeitz. Let's keep a lookout on the clock. And that, I believe, Dale, will bring us to the end of Chukker number 5.
Okay, 6th and final Chukker. And, well, even there in the 5th. A goal by Michael Armour and a goal by Dammy Belladinelli. And so 9-5. And 4 goals down. Opportunity.
Man, well, they've got to make every single opportunity count now.
Yep, they need to just keep rolling here. And but opportunities. I mean, yeah, a lot of time. So this is a huge Chukker. See if they can, Amaro can hold on and keep it going. They've led the whole time, so see if Victory can. And actually, the shots they've had opportunities on the shots. So just a matter of just trying to finish here. So you see some very strong horses here in the 6th Chukker. You go bowling from the center to the boards. Estevan on a little Palomino there. Love the Palominos.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah. First horse I ever bought was a Palomino.
What's that?
First horse I ever bought was a Palomino.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mariana was her name.
Oh, really? Very cool. Yeah. Hey, you see, so I think did they bowl that one? I go for a re-bowling. Reset it. As I think they're waiting for the final players here. We got one more player coming. And there you go. Possession. And big pickup here and controlled by, it looks like it's going to be by Tommy Collingwood, and this is what you want. Tommy's going to take one step back. He's going to go for this, I'm sure. Tommy, well done. Collingwood, oh, man. What an opportunity. Nice try there by Tommy Collingwood. And actually, the ball was set. Everybody took off. So Tommy actually took 2 steps backwards. And then he went to hit it and hit it very well, but off to the side. And I'm talking about just one click of Remington. Yeah, and that ball is very, very close. And now this is where it turned around. Ooh.
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, unlucky.
Yeah, very unlucky there for the number 4, Michael Armour. He thought he was away, but not quite as straightforward as he might have thought.
Yeah, ball's going up and down the field. You see Michael coming from right to left there, and Collingwood on the right away, so
correct.
penalty 5A.
Yeah, unlucky. Collingwood hammers it out to the right-hand side. He's found Tiffany Armstrong. I'd love to see her pick up another goal. Tiffany Armstrong, remember, she scored that superb goal in Chukker number 4. As once again, a powerful back shot there from Campson, looking for Geary, and he got lucky there. Very lucky, as Kevin Schmeitz didn't really do much to the ball. And this is good polo now from Amaro. From Antonio Geary back to Michael Armour underneath the neck. And look at this. Perfectly played, perfectly timed, but just wide. That would have been a great play.
Oh, man, that would have been a tricky goal. Just another Remington just right there. But again, good polo, passing the ball well, and that's what they want to do, keep the possession moving and working the clock a bit. Tommy, he's going to take a quick knock in here, and it makes sense, down by 4.
Yeah, sends it over the halfway line. Yeah, he's going to get another crack at this. Well done. Now then, this could be another one for Armstrong. She tucks in behind, but in between those two, there he is, very solid. And as I like to always say, a very clever player, Antonio Aguirre. Try to take it a little bit further downfield there, Michael. Well, he's on the ball. Armour left behind. Collingwood, stolen, nicely done. Esteban Matus over to the left-hand side. Now then, Schmeitz needs to touch this. Oh, he doesn't, and this could be another break and a broken play here for Amaro Polo. Schmeitz this time gets it, but did he come across the line there? Clearly not. The umpire said, no, you play on. So here we go then. Once again, Victory Polo, all on his own and in front. Dami Bellardinelli, just a teaser, sends it out to the left-hand side. Was he going to do a Nick Roldan cut shot? No, he's going to work it. He's going to work it. Well done. And now the finish. Unlucky. Very, very unlucky indeed. As Armour Polo will run away with it. Yeah, well, he wanted the clear passage. He got the clear passage. Antonio just allowing Esteban Matus to go straight through. Leaves it behind for Michael. And the next player on that ball will not be Antonio Aguirre. It will be Collingwood. Collingwood across the field to feed that ball to Tiffany Armstrong. Yeah, well done, Tiff. Good first touch, good second touch. Now she just needs to get around the outside of Campson. Had a bit of a bouncing ball. Unlucky, but hello. Bellardinelli. Not able to take the ball with him. Picks it up again. Well done, Dami. And Collingwood. You'd kind of want to shout at the screen, shoot, don't you?
Uh-oh, yeah, this could be tougher because they're gonna you're gonna get a whistle here, and you're gonna get a courtesy change, and Tommy takes it forward here, and then watch.
Yeah.
Let's see what they decide. But they are gonna use the courtesy change also, so we'll see what they work out, and So, I mean, if it goes in favor then of the Victory Armstrong team, then you're going to be looking pretty good here. They'll be down by 3 with 3:20 left. And we'll see what they decide to do. If there's no foul, then they have but they're right down in front of goal there, so we do have a whistle. And so, like I said, we'll see what they decide. I always wait for the players to come back before they announce those plays. They have all players on the field. And so if they were to see if we break down a number of different, if they did get fouled, they have a 2, then they'll have an opportunity, but then they got to get back to center, so that's going to kill another 20 plus, so you're down to, under 3 minutes on the bowling. If they were to get a 1, then you get a goal and you go back to the center and you don't lose any time. And if there's no foul, then you get a bowl in there and you still got an opportunity. There's a number of different things that can happen. We'll see what they come up with here. 9-5, 4-goal difference with 3:20 on the clock. You see how those different scenarios can help or hurt or change the game. So we'll see what they figured out. You had a cluster there. It looked like Tommy had control. Still got all the players still coming back for the courtesy change. And the timing is everything here. So that's what you would want if you're the Victory Armstrong team. And looks like they are just going to go with the 2. And so with the open goal penalty 2, they get the goal here down by 3. And now, like I said, they're just going to lose some time.
So indeed, still all to play for. But are they going to have enough time? That's the big question here. 9-6. And we are just under 3 minutes remaining here in the 6th and final Chukker. An appeal there coming from Antonio Gary. Umpires are saying play on. Collingwood sends it back down field. The 2 number 3s battling it out there. Dami Bellardinelli and Chris Campson. Little back shot there from Kevin Schmeitz. Picked up nicely. Bellardinelli. And away we go once again. Dami Bellardinelli. Well, they're definitely going to put up a fight here, Dale, in the last phase, the last little over 2 minutes that remain in this 6th Chukker. And I like that spirit within a polo team.
Yeah, there's a good spirit, but now you got Antonio on the move. Agari gets a little gets a bounce, good bounce for him. Bounced off the pony out of the air by Kai Collingwood. Still, Antonio has control. He works it in there, and as you said, the clock goes tick, tick, tick. So all this time of getting it down in the corner. So well done here by Antonio. Doesn't need to score, but just get it down there and make it tougher on the opposing team.
Now then, on the move again. Tommy Collingwood back to Bellardinelli. He's found a little gap. Well done, Dami. Getting closer and closer, but in comes the first player in blue, Esteban Matus. And that will be an easy pickup here for Collingwood. Puts it through.
And I'll get them within 2. But as you said, the clock now, they've used up some time. So Amaro not scoring any goals, but definitely using and touching the ball enough just to keep the Victory Armstrong team out of that area. Now they still got time here. They got to get a quick goal, and then or hope for a foul in here, and I would think Amaro would be trying to stay pretty clean here.
Yes.
Collingwood.
Well, they've all moved upfield on the halfway line. Tommy. Yeah, sends it out to the left, looking for Armstrong. She'll wait for that ball to come on her stick side. Come on, Tiffany. Unlucky.
Yeah, good defense once again by Michael Armour. He's been solid back there, scoring 2 goals on the day and slamming the back door, actually. And that's going to take the time down here. Campson's just going to go ahead and manage the clock here. So that'll put him in a control chair. And it looks like, yeah, he's going to hit one out to the boards, and that'll end it right there. So Amaro's going to hold on.
So congratulations. Well done, Esteban Matus. Antonio Aguirre for being one of the strongest players out there this afternoon. Chris Campson and Mike. The action continues over the next few days. Make sure to tune in here on CTV Sports. Get all the information. And don't forget Sunday. Big day coming up here on Sunday.
Yeah, a lot of polo to watch. So thanks for joining us here on CTV Sports. For Jan Edick Frank, I'm Dale Schwetz. I speak for everyone here at CTV Sports when I say thank you for making us leaders in polo broadcasting. And always remember here at CTV Sports, we love the polo.